Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Destiny. I am the founder and CEO of EventProCoach. If you're new here, I help event professionals build profitable businesses and I share my real journey from corporate to cold. Well, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any of our new contents, all right? Now, let's get into today's topic. Now, last year, I had a secure job at TD Bank. I had benefits, I had stability, I had a title that people respected. But today, guess what? I run multiple businesses and I just hosted 150 professionals at my own conference and I've never looked back. But there's something that nobody told me before I made that jump. Now, when I was at TD Bank, I wasn't unhappy. I was happy. It was okay. Now, that was my problem. I was comfortable. I was good at my job. I was getting called into senior leadership tasks, right? But every Sunday night, as a matter of fact, every night that I get back from work, there was always this weight that I had in me. Not because I was scared of going to work the next day or because I hated Monday or something, but it was because I knew that I was supposed to be building something bigger. I just knew that I was made for more. I knew that I'm not where I'm supposed to be right now. And that was the first thing that nobody told me. I had no idea. Now, the thing is, you really don't have to hate your job per se to know that it's time to leave. Your job doesn't have to be like tedious or stressful or terrible or just uncomfortable or maybe like terrible basically for you to know that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be here. There's just this weight that you have to be feeling. There's just this constant perturb that is, that you have just this uncomfortability or worry or something. I don't know how to say the word, but there's just this constant thing in you that's just not okay. You just know that you're not comfortable. You're not there. You're not doing what you're made for. And this was exactly what kept me stuck for a long time. It kept me stuck for longer than I should have been. Now, I'm going to talk about the real cost of waiting. Number one, there's what we call the golden handcuff, or what I call the golden handcuffs. It is that paycheck that hits every 2 weeks in your bank account, those benefits that you get constantly, those pension benefits, then you start calculating. It makes you have, that's like your option. You start calculating what you would lose if you don't get those anymore. I call it the golden handcuff because they are stable. They are things that we need, but it keeps you from what you are meant to do. Number two is that my identity was tied to a title. I worked at the bank. It meant something. It was huge. TD is a massive organization. Fantastic place to work at. But what would I say when people asked what I do? I was only just being tied. All my identity is being tied to something that, someone else owned, someone else built. And that wasn't okay for me. I just wasn't made for that. Now, number three is the fear of instability. Oh, what if it doesn't work? Oh, what if I fail? Or what if I don't know what I'm doing? But the thing that I realized is that the cost of staying there was way bigger than the cost of me leaving. Because I was trading my calling, my dream, my life, basically, for comfort, for benefits, for stability. And those were, especially in Canada, you need that salary. So having to leave all that comfort, all that stability, all that assuredness or something is, trust me, is hard. Is, for some, is a no. Don't do it. But if you're called for something, I'm sorry, again, like I said, there's that there's that perturb, there's that desire. Like, if you don't get it, you're not living. So you must be in that point where your whole life basically depends on it. If you're still on that point, if you're still wiggling like, not sure, take your time, right? Take your time to make sure. For me, I was at I've already gotten to that point where I know that my last breath was going to be taken. I was speaking to a friend of mine and she's like, are you sure you're making the move? And I was like, I'm not just sure. It's like breath for me. It's like life for me. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. And you see, that is why right now in my business, no matter the challenge I face, it's okay. I wiggle it, I find a way, because this for me is life. This is me living. Do you get the difference, right? Now, let's go back to what actually happened. Now, let me tell you what the first year actually looked like, starting, doing my own thing. The first month I was full of excitement. I was happy. I had ideas. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I didn't have to worry about, getting my laptop or getting on the bus, going to downtown for work. I was ecstatic. It was beautiful. I was so excited. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to be wealthy. All of this kind of excitements, right? But fast forward to month 3, the reality started hitting. I didn't have a steady income. My clients are not lined up waiting for me to book. Clients are not waiting on a long line for me to get money. Now, let's get to month 6. There was a month I made almost nothing. Actually, months. There were months I made nothing. I just sat and I was like, yeah, you made the choice, right? Now reality has hit. But there was one thing that kept me going. It was my why. I had clarity on my why. Why did I leave? Why did I start? Or why did I go to start this whole thing? It was so clear. But because it is life for me, right? It was breathing for me. It was like water, for me. So it was like already glaring. That was very obvious. I didn't leave TD Bank just to make more money, just because I needed to make more money. I left because I was called to build something. I was called to serve women in businesses. I was called to serve professionals in the event industry, to create spaces where event professionals could grow. And once you are clear on your why, everything else is nothing. You can survive, right? You can survive and figure out the how, all the hows and the turbulence, whatever. You can, once you are able to understand your why, once you are able to gain clarity on what you are doing, you can face any storm. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you're watching this and you're still in your corporate job, you're feeling that pull, you're feeling that, yes, I'm called for this, I'm going to tell you to take your time. I'm not going to say quit tomorrow. No, that is very irresponsible. But I'm going to tell you this. While you still have your corporate job, while you still have your 9 to 5, start building something on the side, okay? Test your idea, test run your idea, save money, get your systems in place, get things working while you're doing your job. But also, don't let your side income or side thing that you're starting interfere so much with your job, because don't forget, you still need that job a lot, right? That job has to fund this. Okay, so please, it's going to take a lot from you, because nothing good comes easy, right? Unless you don't know what you're doing. So make up your mind that it's going to take a lot. So if you want to do this, make sure you're ready for it. Build on the side, so that when the fear of staying becomes greater than the fear of your leaving, you will know that it's time. All right. My name again is Destiny. I am the founder of EventProCoach. So if you're a professional thinking about making that leap from corporate to called, please subscribe to our channel. I'm going to be documenting this entire journey, and do drop a comment below if you're still in corporate, or if you're out already, if you're like me, you're still figuring out my out stage. If you're thinking about it, I want to hear your story. All right. Ciao.